Good morning, children. Welcome to your English video lecture. Children, today in your English video lecture, we are going to start a new topic from your English language, that is preposition. But before starting that topic, I would like to give you a very short brief about what we have completed till now in language part. We have completed active and passive voice, right, where we have discussed that what are active and passive voice and how the active voice can be converted to passive voice and passive voice to active voice, what are the rules that we should follow while doing so, right? And then after active and passive voice, the next topic that we covered was adverbs, where we discussed that what are adverbs, how many kinds of adverbs are there, what are the general meaning of those adverbs, why we use these kinds of adverbs, all these kind of things we have already discussed in the previous video. So I hope that all of you have completed these both topics in your notebook, as well as you have seen the previous videos to understand the topic clearly. Now moving further with the language part, we are going to start a new topic, and the name of the topic is preposition. Okay, and here in this particular video we will be discussing about that what are prepositions, how many kinds of prepositions are there, what are the work of those prepositions, and also what are prepositional phrases. Okay, so now let us begin with the video. Now the first thing that we have to discuss is that what is preposition. Now as you see, the name here suggests pre and position. So first of all, let us discuss the general definition of preposition. What is a preposition? So the definition says that a preposition is a preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show that how it is related to something else. Okay, so basically we can simply say that a preposition is a word, is a word which is used to link the other words, okay, other words in a sentence. Okay, so what is the work of a preposition? As you can see here, preposition means what? Pre means first, okay, and position means the position of the word. So preposition is the word which is placed before a noun. Okay, and what is the work of preposition? The work of preposition is to show the link between the noun and other words, right? It basically, what is the meaning of now the link? What is the meaning of the word link here? So link basically means to show the relationship between the noun and the other words. So in general we can say that a preposition is a word that is placed before a noun. Okay, and what is the work of a preposition? The work of the preposition is to show the relationship between the noun and the other words, that how these words are related. Now to understand this more clearly, let us see an example, and with the help of this example I hope it will be more clear to all of you that what is preposition. Okay, but before discussing an example, what are the other words here? What are the meaning of the other words? So as we are saying that a preposition is placed before a noun, okay, it is placed before a noun, and it basically shows the linkage between the noun and other words, where the other words can be noun itself, okay, verb and adjective. Okay, and the general, now the whole definition of preposition we will discuss it after the example. So here let us take an example. So the cat is sitting under the table. Okay, the cat is sitting under the table. So the example here is the cat is sitting under the table. Okay, so here we can see that under is a preposition which is placed before a noun. Okay, what is the noun in this sentence? The table, right? The table, it is placed before a noun which is showing the relationship, or you can say the linkage between the noun and the other words. What are the other words? The sitting position of the cat. Now with the help of this preposition we are able to understand that what is the placement, or what is the place of the what is the sitting position of the cat. Okay, it is under the table. Now to understand it more clearly, if we say that if I say that remove the word or omit the word under here and then read the sentence, the cat is sitting, the table. So if we remove the preposition from this word, which is basically working as a linkage between the noun and the other words, the meaning of the sentence, or we cannot understand that how the table is related to the sitting position of the cat, right? But if we add, here you can see that when we added the word, or when we added the preposition under, it is giving us the proper linkage between the table as well as the cat, that how the table is related to the cat. We can simply say that the table is related to the cat by the sitting position of the cat, and the sitting position of the cat is under the table. So here the linking word is under, and hence it is the preposition. So now, after understanding this example, we can simply simply say that what is the preposition. So a preposition is a word which, a preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun. Okay, it is placed before a noun or a pronoun, which shows the linkage between the noun and the other words, which basically shows the relationship between the noun and the other words, or we can simply say that how the noun is related to the other words. Okay, so I hope that with the help of this example, you all are able to understand properly and clearly that what is preposition and what it basically shows. Okay, now, okay, so I hope you understood this part. Now, student, let us continue with the types of preposition. Now, the types of preposition are basically divided into three categories, or you can say three types, and it depends on when the event occurred. Okay, here the first, okay, when the event occurred. Now, the second type of preposition is basically that when, where the event occurred, and the third is in which direction the event or the thing occurred. Okay, now let us first discuss the first part, that is when the thing occurred. That is basically known as a preposition of time. So, preposition of time is what? Preposition of time will tell you that when the event occurred. Okay, and the general examples of preposition of times are in, on, at, before, and after. Okay, these are the preposition of time. Now, okay, these are the few examples of preposition of time that will basically give you or tell you that when the event occurred. Okay, what is the time of the occurrence of the event. Now let us understand this particular type of preposition with few examples. Now, these are few examples of preposition of time which will tell you basically the time of the event. Okay, now the first example is my birthday falls in January. Okay, so here in this sentence, what is the preposition? The preposition is in, and here this preposition is basically telling us that when is the event going to happen. What is the event here? Or birthday, right? The birthday. And what is the time of that event? That is January. It is in January. So here the in word is the preposition of time. Similarly, if we see the example number second, which is my vacation ends on Monday. Okay, so when, what is the time of the ending of the vacation? That is on Monday. So here the word on, okay, here the word on, or the preposition on, is telling us about the time of the ending of the vacation, right? It is on which day? Monday, right? So this is the second example, and if we move further to the example number third, it says it gets cold at night, right? Cold at night. At night. So here the word at is the preposition of time. Now remember one thing, children, that in all these examples, what is basically being done is that it is telling us about the time of the event in relation to the other. Okay, when is the word birthday? In January. What is the time of the vacation being end? It is on Monday. It get colds on which time it get colds? At night. So here in all these three examples, you can see that the preposition of time is basically helping us to understand that what is the time, or when is the time of event in relation to the other. Okay, so this is the first type of preposition, which is preposition of time. Now when we move further to preposition of the next type of preposition, which will basically tell us about their where or where the event occurred. Okay, generally we can say the preposition of place. So, the preposition which describes where the thing is in context to other is basically the preposition of place. Now, here, children, few examples of preposition of place: under, above, in, on, at. You might be thinking that in, on, at we have used in preposition of place as well as in preposition of time. So basically, children, preposition of place and preposition of time, even though we are using in, on, at as preposition in both the cases, but these both the preposition means different things in different kind of preposition. So basically, when we are using preposition of place, when we are using in, on, at in preposition of place, it will describe the, or you can say it will explain the position of the thing in context to other. And when we are talking about the same preposition in preposition of time, it will describe or it will tell you the about the preposition about the time of the thing or the action that happened in context to other action or other thing. Okay, it will tell you about the occurrence of the event. So in both the cases of preposition of place and preposition of time, these preposition means different thing. Okay, so now let us continue. So let's take few examples where we will discuss what are prepositions of place. Okay, so what is preposition of place? Preposition of place will describe or will tell you that where is the position or what is the place of the object or the thing in context to the other. So let us take first example. The books are on the table. The books are, okay, the first one is the books are on the table. The books are on the table. So where are the books? On the table, right? What is the placement of the book? It is on the table. So here we can see that on is the preposition of place, which is basically telling us about the position of the books. Okay, what is the position of the book? It is on the table. So it is telling us about the position in respect to the other object or other thing. Okay, so with the help of this preposition, we are able to understand that where are the books placed? Where are the books placed? It is on the table. Right. Similarly, if we talk about the second example, that is the plane is just below the cloud. The plane is just below the cloud. So where is the position of the plane with respect to the cloud? Where is the position of the plane? It is below the cloud. Okay, below the cloud. Here the word below is basically preposition of place, which is telling us about the place of the, or which is telling us about the placement of the plane in with respect to the cloud. Where is the plane with respect to the cloud? It is under the below the cloud, right? It is below the cloud. So we can understand now with both the examples that what is the work of preposition of place. It will tell you about the placement of the object or the thing with respect to the other. Okay, where is the plane with respect to the cloud? It is below the below the cloud. And where are the books with respect to the table? It is on the table. Right. So I hope that with both this example, it is clear to all of you that what is the meaning of preposition of place. So in general, we can say that the work of preposition of place is to tell us about the position of the object or thing with respect to the other. Correct? Now moving further, children, the third one is preposition of direction. Now what is preposition of direction? Preposition of direction will tell you about the occurrence of the event with occurrence of the direction of the event with respect to the other, in which direction the event occurred. Okay, it will give you information about that. Okay, where the event occurred, in which direction the event occurred. Now few examples of preposition of directions are to, into, of, for. These are few examples of preposition of direction, which will tell you about the direction of the event, in which direction that thing or that happened with respect to the other. Okay, other in the sentence. Now let us understand this particular preposition of direction with few examples. Okay, so here are few examples of preposition of direction. We went to London last week. Here the word to is the preposition of direction, which is telling us that in which direction they went, with respect in which direction they went to the London, right? Which direction they. So here in this particular example, the preposition to is describing in which direction we went. Okay, so this is the preposition of direction, which is telling us about the direction of the event, right? If similarly we talked about the second example, that is he went up the hill, right? He went up the hill. So in which direction he went? Up the hill. So here the word up is the preposition of direction, which is telling us about that in which direction he went. Okay, so with both these example, it is being clear to us that what is the preposition of direction. Preposition of direction will tell you about the direction of the event in which it occurred with respect to the other. Okay, so now children, these are the three types of you can say preposition, which are basically, what are the three types of preposition? The first type of preposition is preposition of time. Okay, preposition of time. What is the work of preposition of time? Preposition of time will tell you about the about when the event occurred, okay, with respect to the other. Okay, similarly, preposition of place. Preposition of place will tell you about where the event occurred with respect to the other. Okay, now the third one is preposition of direction. Preposition of direction will tell you about the direction of the event, okay, where the event happened. Now one more thing that you can focus in all these type of preposition is that there are few preposition or words that are continuously being repeated in one type of preposition and also in the other. Like for example, we already discussed in, on, at is also used for preposition of time, and similarly in, on, at is also used for preposition of place. But the only difference between the uses of these preposition is that the meaning in which, or the context in which these preposition are used is different in all the sentences. So if these preposition is telling us about the time of the event, it will be known, or it will be called as preposition of time. And if it is telling us about the preposition of place, or in the sentence, then it is known as preposition of place. Now after all of these three type of preposition, there is one more thing that we have to discuss now, that is prepositional phrases. Now what are prepositional phrases, children? So basically prepositional phrases, before we discuss prepositional phrases, let us discuss the word phrases. So when we have started the class, class means the first term. The first topic that we discussed in our English language was sentences, where we have discussed that what are phrases, right? And we talked about that sentences are what? Sentences are the group of words which generally make sense. Okay, and what are the phrases? Phrases are a group of words, right? So here, what is prepositional phrases? Prepositional phrases are generally group of words containing preposition in it. Okay, prepositional phrases are the group of words that generally contain preposition in them, right? For example, let's take few examples, then it will be more clear to all of you. The first example is the rabbit hopped through the garden. The rabbit hopped through the garden. So here in this sentence, through the garden as a whole is a phrase here, and in which, what is the preposition in whole in this phrase? That is through. So when a group of words contain a preposition in them, it is known as prepositional phrases. Let us take few more examples. The second example is the balloon drifted up the stair. So here in this sentence, up the stair is the prepositional phrase, in which, what is the preposition here? Up is the preposition, Correct? Now the third example, the tiger crept slowly over the grass. Okay, the tiger crept slowly over the grass. So here in this particular sentence, what is the preposition? Preposition is over, and over the phrase, over the grass is the phrase here. Okay, so here in these all three sentences, you can see that all the three prepositional phrases are what? These are generally the group of words containing preposition in there. Okay, so prepositional phrases are what? Prepositional phrases are a group of words that contain preposition in them. Okay, so I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, so children, this in this particular video we have discussed that what are preposition, how we use preposition, what are the types of preposition, and what are prepositional phrases. Okay, and I hope that with this video you all will be able to understand this particular topic clearly. And students, by the way, I have used very simple examples in this video. For more detailed examples you can refer to your book, okay, and try to solve the exercises that are given in your book by yourself, and also you have to do these exercises in your notebooks also. Okay, so here children, I will be ending my video. If you have any doubt regarding any topic from this particular video, you can surely ask me. Okay, thank you children, and have a nice day.